Hello everyone and welcome to my July recap. My DJI mic, I don't know what it, like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I think it's my phone because I have an iPhone 8 and I just think it's like not really like compatible or something, but it just hasn't been working. It worked like 2 times I think, maybe 3. But I do think that is my phone, so I'm switching back to this because this works. Anywho, my media journal. So, what have I done in July? I finally found the colours, so I was able to colour in everything. And what did I do? I think I only read 3 books this month. I read Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man, Giovanni's Room, and of Human Freedom. I don't know what was about to come out of my mouth, but it was not any English, I'm going to tell you. Anywho, I don't really have a distinct, I don't have a way to tell what happened in this particular month, but, and like what I watched this month and what I watched last month, or like which month each of the things go in, so I can't really tell you, but I watched a lot of movies and TV shows. I'm pretty sure I watched 4 TV shows and 3 movies, but I could be incorrect on that. Anywho, I was watching a lot of things because of my knitting. Goodness. Oh, everything is about to fall apart. Okay, it's okay. So I've got it together and I'm doing the sleeve. Got this much of the sleeve done. The stitch markers mark every 10 stitches, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 110 stitches. I measured it, and 10 stitches is about 3 centimeters, and so compared to my arms, I would need 170 stitches, I think. 170 rows, sorry. And so I think I need to start doing the decreases soon because this is too wide. But I haven't started them yet, so we'll see how that works out. I was really procrastinating it for a while because I was really worried about starting the sleeves and like messing it up, and I didn't know what to do. But my friend's mum knits, and so she showed me what to do, and it was what I thought I was supposed to do anyway, but I just needed somebody else to be like, yeah, that is correct. Because I'm going to be honest, the pattern for this is not very helpful. At least if you're a beginner. Like this is the 3rd thing I've ever knit. I need some help. Anyway, I have also done my kitchen windows. I did this, maybe I'll show you on my iPad. So, my goodness. I did this design on my kitchen windows. This is not... Okay, there we go. And I did the sun side and it didn't come out the way that I wanted, and so I'm doing the moon side at the moment. And I also decided to add a border because it just like wasn't fully covering the window, but so I'm halfway through the moon side at the moment, and then at some point this month I'm gonna have to redo the sun side, I think. But actually it's turned out better than I thought, but also worse than I thought. Like a part of me was like, this is going to be perfect and so amazing and wonderful, and then a part of me was like, I've literally never done this before and it's going to turn out terrible. And it's turned out okay. It's a little bit weird at the moment. I don't know what's happening on the moon side. I've done the leading or whatever it is, and it's gone all wobbly. Like, after it's dried, it's gone wobbly. And I moved everything back to where it was supposed to go this morning before I left, and it seems to have gone all wobbly again. So I don't know what that is about. But hopefully everything is fine. Because I don't want to do it again. but I will if I have to. Another thing that I'm really hoping is fine is my compost. It's, I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna know, because I feel like every time I'm like, I think it might be working, maybe. It has gone down, so that does mean it's working, question mark. But also, yesterday I went to add stuff to it, and I was turning it, and it was half filled with water, which it was just like, there were some, there was a lot of rain, but I had it covered. And so I'm like, what is happening right now? I think maybe the lid just like wasn't very good. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see, because I had 2 containers and both of them were closed and both of them had water in it, so I think it had something to do with the rain. Maybe the lids flew off and my landlord saw that it had flown off and then put it back on. That's my current theory about why there's so much water. But yeah, I just added a bunch more cardboard. I like filled it all the way to the top with cardboard and like turned it. So I'm hoping that fixes the issue. We shall see, I guess. Actually, it does need to kind of get done soonish though, because I'm gonna start my garden in my courtyard soon, and that's why I started the compost, so I could use it for my garden. But I also, I don't really know if you know what I mean? I don't want to start the garden again, because if it doesn't work again, I'm going to be upset. And I don't know. I will have to check when spring is. Maybe I think, talking so much and saying nothing. I'm really sorry about that. I am going to, I have not yet. I thought I had, but I'm going to mark the spring equinox down in my calendar and plant it then. And hopefully then it will work. I did just buy Italian parsley for a thing that I'm cooking on Monday, and so I'm going to see maybe if I can keep that alive, but indoors, because it's still really cold outside. In terms of cooking, I have been cooking a lot. I also am cooking on Monday at my friend's place, which is really exciting. I'm making, okay, so I'm doing the vegetarian, and so I'm making like spaghetti and meatballs, but with like mushroom tofu meatballs, and then I'm making like an orzo pesto salad with like roast cherry tomatoes and zucchini and some cannellini beans, and then like a green salad with just like, I bought Italian dressing from the supermarket, and I'm not sure that the Italian dressing is going to taste good, but I didn't want to make my own dressing, so I'm hoping that that is okay. I've never had it before, and it looked like there was a lot of sugar in it. So we shall see. I should probably try that out before I make somebody else eat it. What else have I done? In terms of my bingo, I marked off 2.5 squares. I stocked up on my meds as well. These are my medication. I get sodium pills, and I get them from America, and with everything happening over there, I was like, I should probably get a few years worth, because, I don't know, I think it would be better to do that. And then, what else? Yeah, that's my bingo. The windows is part of the bingo, and so that I'm counting that as half, even though it's technically I have to redo the one that I've already done, and I'm only halfway through the one that I haven't done, and so I'm technically only a quarter of the way done. However, I'm marking it as half, and I don't want to hear about it. What else? Home decor. It says home decor on my list of things to talk about. I'm like, I guess that was the home decor. I think that's the only thing I've done. But I do need to go thrifting to get some furniture. So maybe, hopefully, actually probably not, I have a lot to do this month. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of things recently, and so I haven't been able to do this as much. I have not finished the Denim Romper. I really need to finish that. And what else? This week, oh my goodness, so many things have been happening this week. It's Saturday, right? And so today I went to my friend's house for like brunch, lunch time, my friend's mother's house. And we just like had lunch and chilled, and then we went to Kmart because I needed to get, for the thing that the dinner thing, I needed to get like these like microwave things because I'm gonna make them some like meal prep. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna make them some like freezer meals, but since I don't really know them that well, obviously I'm not gonna give them like a Super Cubes thing because I'm not gonna be like doing that for them on a reoccurring basis. And I was looking for like one compartment once, and they only had 2 compartments, and so I got 2 compartments, but I feel like I was gonna make nachos. I can just get the one over here. I was gonna make them like nachos and rice, and so that is kind of like an okay size for nachos and rice, but also they're 3 people, I think. There's 3 of them, so I would have to make each one of these, which I guess isn't that bad. Like, they can all have their own meal, rather than just, but I kind of wanted to make an entire compartment of the nachos, an entire compartment of the rice, and then they can just, you know, mix and choose as they want, but no, I guess not. There's 10 of these, so we shall see how many I can, how useful that is. My brain is not working that much because I've been doing a lot today, and I have a lot more to do. Also, I just got back from the supermarket, and they didn't have limes, and it turns out that it's okay because I do have lime juice because I'm gonna make lime. I don't like cilantro, right? I have the soap gene because it's coriander, right? Is it? I'm pretty sure that cilantro is coriander. Anyway, I have the soap gene, and so I was like, I'm not gonna make it with coriander. I'm so sorry. And so it's just gonna be plain lime rice, which I don't actually think will be bad. And yeah, and vegan nachos. So I'm gonna make that, and then I also was gonna meal prep some so on Monday, the meatball thing, I'm going to try and make a bigger batch of that, and then I can give them their own, which I will say, in terms of the meatballs, it is kind of good. Okay, these are 2 containers that are stuck together, but I'm not going to pull them apart right now. In terms of the meatballs, it is good because I can put the meatballs here and the sauce here, and that way they can make the pasta, dump it all in, and it doesn't need like I don't know if that logic works in freezer meals, but that's my thought. This has nothing to do with the month, I'm sorry. Anyway, so that was what I did last month. I have so many thoughts and none of them are on topic. I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, I need to go upload this video because it is 4:18. I was going to say 15, but that would be a lie. Is there anything else that I need to do or say? No, I don't think so. I'm going to leave this off by telling you about what I'm currently reading and what I'm going to read in the following month. Where is it? Okay. I have the first 3 Percy Jackson books, and I've had them since I was 14, and I haven't read them, and I really want to read Percy Jackson, and so this month I'm going to read the entire series. I went to the library and I got the last 2 in the series, and so I have to read all of them this month because I have to get those 2 back to the library. But I also today picked up Nobody No Crime by Tess Sharpe and Banshee, which is I'm really excited about. It's a retelling of Irish folklore that is centered around women, I believe. Yeah. I was going to read it out, but I just don't think my brain can handle that right now. So yeah, that is what we're looking forward to. Hopefully, I finish that cardigan by the time that I post another monthly recap, because it's for my great grandmother, and I'm going on a trip to see her in September, so I kind of do need to finish that. That is going to be top priority. I will say this is what I've done in the entire month, but it's also kind of just what I've done this week because I have been procrastinating. I did only start that like on last weekend, so I think I should hopefully be able to finish it in time. Yeah, that's everything. Goodbye.